Meantime, in some other news out of Washington, the CDC now issuing a new eviction ban for the next 60 days. I want to get straight over to Eamon Javers, who joins us with more on that. Good morning to you, Eamon.
Take a look at what we know here about this CDC order yesterday. It's very targeted. All of this comes after Congresswoman Cori Bush began sleeping outside on the Capitol steps on Friday in order to call attention to the potential homelessness problem that would result.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? My name is Chisha Zed. I am back in here, man, with another video for you. You know how it goes, man. No more wasting time. Let's get it. Guys, it's time we address the elephant in the room. I'm done ignoring it. It's time we address the elephant in the room. Winter. Now, for those of you who may not know what I'm talking about, today's video is based on Kevin Samuels' video that was released a little while ago, not too long ago, called Winter is Coming. So in that video by Kevin Samuels, he used the show Game of Thrones to figuratively represent some current events going on in our time today. A lot of topics were actually addressed in that video, but the main point was this. Many Americans today have been protected from facing the financial repercussions of the pandemic. Now, this has been done a lot of different ways, right? And they do it to protect the people, and they do it to help out the people. But we've been protected from some very serious results of an economy that at one point came to an almost standstill, right, during the pandemic. Now, some of the ways they've done that is by printing money, for people. This was your stimulus checks and your PPP loans and everything else everybody was trying to scam and get in their wallets. Now, all that was pretty big, but one of the really big ones were the eviction bans they put, right, for Americans. As a landlord, you could not get rid of somebody because they couldn't pay their rent, especially if their reason for not being able to pay rent was due to COVID. And there's really no way of actually proving that. So a lot of people were actually living the past year without paying any rent at all. I was paying rent. I do not know who these people are, but I'll tell you this. I've been in Los Angeles now for about, how long has it been? 4 or 5 months? Going on 5 months, I believe. But I remember when I was looking at apartments and studios down here in Los Angeles, one thing I kept on hearing was they wanted these ridiculous deposits up front. And I knew that LA was expensive, but I was kind of taken aback because I thought okay, I prepared for this, but they wanted 3 months of rent, right? I remember one spot was asking for upwards of $8,000, regardless of me showing them pay stubs and money that I had coming in. They just wanted proof that I was going to pay rent, and they wanted me to pay it up front. Eventually, I actually found out that the reason they were requiring this, and it was illegal, right? They could have gotten in trouble for this, but the reason why landlords were doing some shady shit and requiring that people pay big sums of money up front, because people were just moving into apartments and then not paying rent, and they couldn't get rid of them. And I guess this was happening all over Los Angeles and probably still happening right now. So I had to really show proof that I was going to pay and that I was going to wasn't going to do all that. And of course, I'm thankful that I'm able to pay my rent, but it's a real issue. It was a real issue for the landlords. So they don't like this ban on eviction. So why am I talking about this? Well, the truth is many people underestimate the trouble that is coming ahead. And one of those groups of people are our boss babes. The I don't need a man clan. The let's have children out of wedlock and glorify being a baby mama clique. These women can often be spotted calling periodically into Kevin Samuels' show, or sometimes you might see a couple show up on my channel trying to convince the masses as to why they don't need a man. The CDC just released another eviction ban to protect renters who are currently not able to pay rent. Now, they're protecting these people from getting evicted. But here's the problem. It only lasts till about October the 3rd of this year. So really not much time. And after that, if the CDC follows through with their word, millions of Americans will have to get back to paying their own rent. Now, you might be thinking, oh, that's easy. There are plenty of jobs available that nobody's taking. Well, not exactly. Why? See, many businesses have adapted to the new way of doing business since the pandemic. They've cut costs, fired employees, and even hired machines to take over jobs that humans used to operate, kind of like how they have the kiosks now taking over McDonald's centers. You see, KS's video on this topic all really just came down to one thing. The point he was making was a lot of people who disagree with him, the women in specific, who come to his platform and claim they don't need a man, simply just don't understand that they cannot afford to live this life on one income. Much worse, through a financial crisis. So when we see women say things like, oh, I don't need a man, they're very, very, very sadly mistaken. Most of them need a man. And if they think they don't, they'll find out very soon that our economy was not made for single people, but instead for couples to financially cooperate and build wealth together. Listen, I don't want to see anybody on the streets. This is not what this video is about. This video is really a reality check for life as a whole. Like KS says, ask yourself the question, can you support yourself all through retirement without the help of a man? No, you can't. That's the answer. Unless you're willing to partner with a woman, and that might be some women, or willing to humble yourself and say, you know what? I do need a man in my life. But here's the hard truth, man. For a lot of women, it's too late. Because it's more than just saying it, right? It's actually learning to embrace your feminine energy. It takes time. It takes work. A man just can't decide that, oh, he's going to be high value, right? It takes time. It takes work. He's got to build the money. He's got to build the connections. He can't just decide and say, oh yeah, I'm alpha today. No, he's got to prove it. The same way why a lot of women are screwed, because in a moment when they realize that, hey, you know what? I shouldn't have left that guy because he wasn't fun enough, but he provided for me. He protected me. I shouldn't have left that guy because he put his business first before our relationship. Why? Because that's what a man is supposed to do, right? The moment they realize that, a lot of these women, it's going to be too late. And at that moment, they'll see the reason for a man. And at that moment, they'll learn. And like KS says, man, get ready for those, hey, big head texts. They're coming. You know what I mean? I'm answering all of them. I'm saying, what's up? I'm great. How are you? Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, okay. That's crazy. All right. Well, I'll be praying for you, man. Because they're coming. Because here's the truth, man. What happens when you don't have a job, right? The eviction ban has been lifted and you have an eviction notice on your door. Homelessness. And this is for men and women. This is for men and women. The difference is men believe it and women can't even grasp the thought of it. And you know, I know way too many stories of men who would otherwise be good for a woman, but they got cheated on or they got left because he wasn't fun. He was too serious with his business. You know what I mean? Like, women today have this like false idea of what it means to be in a relationship, right? And men don't want to deal with that shit anymore. They're like, hey, get out of here, go, right? And when you run back, they're not taking you back because they took a dose of the RP. But yeah, man, I've heard it all. He wasn't taking me out. You know, she wants excitement. She wants a thrill. Well, a thrill is on its way. Men, stay focused, stay hungry, and keep your alpha mentality. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, man. 30K subscribers. You know what? Last time I said 25, but fuck it. 30K. 30K subscribers. I appreciate you guys. I know up to like 70%. I think my analytics say like 70% of people that watch my content aren't even subscribed. So this is my call to action for you. Hit that subscribe button, man, if you enjoy this video. And also leave a comment in the comment section. You guys know I stay in the mix. I respond. Hey guys, my name is Chisha Zed. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.